What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so for just the second game in 2 nights, the second game into the start of the 2025-26 season, the Thunder have a game go into double overtime. Of course, the first game was the opening night game against the Houston Rockets, in which the Thunder prevailed in double overtime. This game, of course, they prevailed against the Pacers team, the same Pacers team that they played in the NBA Finals. This time a victory in double overtime, a final score of 141-135. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, in this performance, scores a career-high 55 points on 15 of 31 shooting from the floor, and an amazing 23 of 26 from the line. He also had 8 rebounds and I believe 5 assists in this contest. And this was a career high 55 points. His previous career high was 54. And I believe with this 50-point performance, he moves into number one all time for most 50-point games in the Thunder / Sonics franchise's history. I think it was his 5th 50-point game, if I'm not mistaken. This is his 5th career 50-point game. But anyway, he's getting a lot of criticism, man, from fans. A lot of criticism from fans who are calling him the ultimate free throw merchant, and it's an example of how soft the game is today, and you know, just a lot of different disrespectful things, man. Someone calling it the worst 50-point game ever, and it's far from that. If you really look at the history of basketball, it's far from that. But these are my thoughts, right? 26 free throws are a lot. It really, really is, right? 26 free throws. But look, we've already stated, right? We've already stated that due to some of the new rules, right? Especially in particular the rule where if you touch a guy, if you touch his hand while he's in his shooting motion on the way up or down, you're going to be called for a foul for the most part, right? You're going to be called for a foul. And usually, to emphasize a new rule change, officials will be very aggressive in calling that foul, right? So we already agreed that we're going to see an increase in free throws this year. We knew this, right? And we know that Shai is a guy that is very demonstrative in creating the illusion at times that he's being fouled more than what he really is. But he's not the first guy to do this. James Harden did it. And I don't understand why Shai is getting so much. I mean, I get it. I understand why he should get some, but I don't understand why he's getting so much smoke for something James Harden did as well. And I didn't remember James Harden getting that much smoke. Yeah, you had detractors like myself talk about it, but then I got called out for being a James Harden hater. So what I'm saying is a lot of you guys pick and choose who y'all want to pick on. And by the way, James Harden had a horrible 50-point performance once where he shot 11 for 38 from the floor. I forgot who the team was they did it against, but he shot 11 for 38 from the floor and 25 for 25 from the line. That's one of the worst 50-point games of all time, if not the worst 50-point game of all time. 11 for 38. But 25 for 25 from the line. But anyway, back to Shai, man. The guy won a championship. The guy is Finals MVP. He won the scoring title last year. The Thunder are hoping to repeat as champions. He's probably leading the league in scoring again right now as we speak. And that's considering he had a slow start to the opening night's game. Um, you know, even though there was some close, nail biters, as far as the first 2 games of the season, the Thunder are 2-0. All right. Going back to last year, the Thunder are 70-14. So no matter how we want to spin it, they're a great team, led by a great player, and they have a great shot at winning at least 1 or 2 more titles during their run, possibly more. But I'm trying to be conservative. But I've said this before. People hate on what you do well. Your haters are always going to hate on what you do well. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's never led the NBA free throw attempts, by the way, per game. He's never led the NBA in free throw attempts per game. But Shai is a guy that gets to the line a lot, and he shoots at a 90% clip. So when you shoot at 90% clip, people don't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody gives a shit about Shaq taking 30 free throws if he misses 20 of them. Nobody cares. Nobody cares that Will Chamberlain attempted more free throws per game than anybody else in the history of the league. He only shot 51%. It's only when you shoot well from the line, and when you knock it down 85, 90% of them, and you truly weaponize that aspect of the game, that people start caring. So, that's all I got to say about it, man. So what you guys think? I know that's what some of y'all Shai haters are saying right now.